Video coverage of IT Expo is brought to you by Content Boost, the content marketing specialists. Amplify your sales today.
Hi, Eric Lanasker at IT Expo in Miami. On today's program with me from Collab 9 is Joe Barnes. Joe, thanks for joining me. Good to see you again.
Hi, Eric. Nice to see you again.
So, using the cloud as a tool for communications and collaborations, you know, there's still a lot of companies out there that just haven't figured out why the cloud is an ideal opportunity for increased collaboration. What's special about the cloud that makes it great for collaboration technology?
Well, first, if you don't mind, Eric, let me just say a few things about Collab 9.
Sure.
So, Collab 9 is one of the original 3 HCS providers that have signed up with Cisco. And so we've been doing this for about 3 years. We've been actively selling it for the last a year and 3 quarters. So from that perspective, we're well entrenched in the marketplace, and are moving forward quite rapidly and quite well. The thing about the cloud is that you have to understand is this is a utility, what I'll call a utility or a subscription model. So gone are the capital expenditures that people have to invest in a PBX or a voice over IP type solution. These are monthly subscription rates that get charged monthly. We're responsible for all of the SLAs. Our SLAs run about 99.9%, which are equal to that of the carriers. We support dual redundant data centers, which are hot spare and hot standby, so you have fail-safe capabilities. You no longer have to put support people on board. We maintain a help desk. We monitor the network 24 hours by 7 days a week by 365 days. So you're fully up and running. We put our monitoring and our network uptimes. That's all contractual. So from an end user's perspective, they no longer have to pay for maintenance. They no longer have to pay for people to support the PBX or the voice over IP solution. And more importantly, there's no capital expenditures. And we found from a sales perspective that the sales plan actually changes. You're no longer selling to an IT director. Mm-hmm. You're selling to a CIO or a CFO, where return on investment becomes very important. And more importantly, they can take the capital savings that they were going to spend on a PBX or an on-prem type solution, and they can invest that into a more business-focused strategic project.
How does the idea of monthly subscriptions versus a one-time investment in hardware and software change what the channel has to do? Well,
in fact, it's interesting that you bring that up, because we are 100% channel focused. Mm-hmm. Okay, we sell through two of the world's largest distributors. Those are our customers. And in turn, they sell to the VARs and resellers in the marketplace. You know, it's an interesting paradigm that's taking place right now, because many of the resellers are looking at this shift, and they're saying, number one, they don't know how to deal with monthly billing. Mm-hmm. Number two, they don't know how to compensate their salespeople. You know, the old game where, you know, you'd make a $200,000 sale at the end of the month, I'd get a $10,000 commission check, and I'd put a down payment on my wife's new Porsche, right? So that isn't it. I mean, you get paid out monthly over a period of 2 to 5 years, whatever the contract is. So what we're doing is, through our distribution partners, we are aiding those resellers in what we call business transformation. So we assist them with sales compensation, with sales plans. We assist them with accounting practices. We assist them with changing their business as a whole, so that they understand what it takes to get into this marketplace. Because quite candidly, it's here. It is continuing to grow. I mean, I don't have the exact growth numbers, but I can tell you it's probably 200 to 300% year over year. And if they're not getting into this, they will be left behind. So, I mean, the phrase that we kind of say is, if you're not talking to your customer about cloud, mm-hmm. somebody else is.
I think that's a fair estimation. Are there reasons that you see out in the market, for legitimate reasons, that make sense for businesses not moving into a cloud model?
Actually, I would see some of the larger enterprise not moving to a cloud model, at least at this point in time. And the primary focus and reason there is they have all the support technologies in place, the support mechanisms. They're not going to start turning those away. Having said that, we're seeing a lot of those large enterprise organizations looking at hosted collaboration solutions, especially as in our case. Our mechanism for delivering this is totally Cisco oriented. So we're Cisco end to end, and I hate to say it, whenever you put the Cisco logo, it does a great deal to assist. So that's what I see. I mean, the smaller and medium businesses, I see absolutely no reason, absolutely none whatsoever.
Is the justification for making that switch to cloud technologies, is that still purely cost perspective, or does it come from other elements as well?
Well, no, actually it comes from a long-term ownership perspective. I mean, as I alluded earlier, you no longer have support people that you have to pay. You no longer have maintenance that you have to pay for on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis. Moreover, you have absolutely total guarantee that the cloud, the collaboration cloud, is, from a technology perspective, completely up to speed. As part of our cloud provider agreement with Cisco, we are obligated to be no more than one release behind the most recent release of software that they come out with. So what that means, those upgrades are all included in that monthly subscription price. So what that means to the end user, they're always guaranteed of getting the latest and greatest technology at no charge.
Excellent. Joe, great to see you again. Thanks for being on our program.
Thank you very much, Eric. My pleasure.
Video coverage of IT Expo is brought to you by Content Boost, the content marketing specialists. Amplify your sales today.